take life by the helm. You're in control. Become unstoppable in your life. To improve, 1, 2, 3, 4. You must force yourself to stop entertaining the trivial and move over into the realm of significance. In order to have peace, we need to have passion. I am passionate about talking to people. In life, there will be a mental illusion that wants to suck you back in again and again. And if there's one mental illusion in your life, where might fear be seeping in? Where might you be trying to control things that you can't be in control of, trying to manipulate other people? I was in Hawaii with my wife. It was our 10-year anniversary. So excited. Never been to Hawaii before. Pull up to Kauai on the North Shore. Big waves, steep beaches. Some of you have been to Hawaii. And I'm so excited. I can't wait. I get out of that car and I'm just hoofing down there to get into that ocean. And I run by a native Hawaiian lady. And I go, aloha! And I throw my towel down, rip my shirt off, rip my thong off, flip-flop, excuse me. So, and I just jump into that ocean. And have you ever been in a situation where you didn't have all the information you needed, but you should have? Because I notice all the locals are now getting out. And my first thought is, cool, I get the ocean to myself. I've never been in a situation like this before. I tried to walk out of that ocean, and I could not get out. It sucked me right back in. I'm going, woo! That was kind of crazy. I've never experienced an undertow current like that ever. So I tried again. I start walking out, doing that best Baywatch, walked out, same results. Sucked right back out in the ocean. I'm going, oh my word. Now I'm starting to panic, a little tinge of panic. And how many of you have a spouse or significant other, when you're having a near-death experience, they think it's funny? My wife has now spotted this. She thinks this is hilarious because she can see kind of the panic on my face. I now have resorted to crawling. And I'm trying to crawl out, and I'm digging my paws in and trying to get out of this ocean. I'm sucked back out, only this time my suit, right down to my ankle. I'm like, I had to make a split-second decision. Split second. You either let go of this suit and have a chance to get free, or you hold on to it and you get sucked out a mile into the ocean. I let go of it. Now, I know some of you are into that kind of thing. I'm not. I am not. I am totally dying now. And I try again with my best to get out of there, and I'm sucked back out, thrown back onto the beach, arms and legs, among other body parts, slamming on the ocean. It was truly a full moon that day. I am dying. I finally broke free. I did the two-handed cover-up, run to my towel, and said, come on, let's get out of here right now. These people have seen a lot more of me than I'm comfortable with. Cover myself up. We start walking out. And that lady I said hello to, she looks up at me and she says, aloha. I got in the car. I was dying. And if there's one suggestion I have for you, if you go to Hawaii, wear suspenders. Okay? The point being, in life, this is much like a mental illusion. They're powerful. And they truly want to take your fulfillment and joy out of life. And they want to suck you back in again and again and again. And they want to get you to the point where you give up trying because you've tried it for 20 years and you haven't conquered. Don't give up. What is it in your life that you need to let go of in order to make room for something different? The challenges that you face in your life, they're there for a reason. And they're there for one reason. They're there to teach you to take the helm. Challenges can help us become a better person, reach for the very highest that's within you. Say that I represent the illusion of fear. If we were to take fear out of the equation and put courage at the helm, what a different view of life it gives us. I love watching people. I'm in South Carolina. I'm in a hotel, flying back, just finished speaking. And there's a son and a father, obviously, as I'm listening to them. They're from New York, have the New York accent. And love watching people. We get on the shuttle bus, and apparently we're dropping the son off at the college, and the dad had come down to drop him off, and then he was flying back home. Well, as we're traveling along, as I'm watching people, we stopped in front of the college, the doors open of the shuttle bus, and the son grabs his bags, and he starts to walk away, and the dad then says, now go on! Son, get out of here, son. I love you. Son, look at me. Son, don't cause me any grief. You hear me? None. Now get out of here. I love you. The son continued to walk away, and I was thinking, wow. And then the dad goes, stop, stop, to the bus driver. Son, you didn't give me a kiss. Get back here and give me a kiss. I know why you're going to college, because you're not using your God-given brain. Now get back here and give me a kiss. Son comes back. Gives dad a kiss. Same dialogue. Now get out of here. I love you, son. Don't cause me. Look, get out of here. Door shut and we pull away. I'm sitting here going, this is free entertainment. This is the coolest. I'm loving it. We're so funny as human beings. I sat there just taking it all in. And I said to him, I said, wow, I bet you've waited your whole life to send your son off to college. He said, oh yeah. And I said, man, and it shows. He said, although this day almost didn't happen. I love to hear people's stories. And I thought, ooh, we have a story here. I said, well, what do you mean? He said the day was September 11th. I was working at Morgan Stanley, Tower 2. And I went, well, what do you mean? He said, I'm glad to be here because it almost didn't happen. It was one man who made a decision. That's why I'm here today. I said, well, tell me the story. I'd love to hear what happened. He said, well, you know the story. At 8:48, Tower 1 was struck, September 11th. Port Authority told us everything's fine. In Tower 2, we did not need to evacuate. Rick Riscola, Senior Vice President of Security, made a decision. He said, I'm ordering the evacuation of all 3,000 employees. So he said, we began to evacuate. 9:07, Tower 2 was struck. He said it was so surreal, couldn't believe what was happening. When Rick got down, he realized that several people were missing from Morgan Stanley. And he said it was at that point that Rick made a decision to go up then to find them. He said, this man's a hero in my life. And Rick had made the decision now to go up and find those who were missing. Feeling the gravity of the situation, he opened up his cell phone and he called his wife. And she was watching on TV now as these events were unfolding. And the moment that she heard Rick's voice, he said that she dissolved into tears. She was so worried, so glad to hear her Rick's voice. And Rick said, honey, please don't cry. It's okay. Please don't cry. There are some of my people who are missing and I must go find them. And if anything should happen to me, I want you to know just how much I love you. And you've made my life. I love you so much, honey. And as soon as he said those words, the phone went dead. As she then turned to the TV, in that unforgettable plume of smoke, fire, and ash, as it collapsed. Fearing the worst, she continued to try to call her Rick, but she was never to hear his voice again. He said, and he gave his life in the service of us. And he said, and some people say there aren't heroes in this world today. I beg to differ, because I owe my life to that man right there who gave his life for me. And I thought, whew. And I was emotionally touched and moved by this story, feeling it firsthand from somebody who was there. And as I went there and I thought, coming to this group today, some people say there aren't heroes today. I'm looking at a group of heroes that can make a big difference. And sure, the cynic and sarcastic part of you can blow it off and say, oh, don't get all gooey on me. That's baloney. Let's get real. I then came back to reality in the van, and I said, thank you so much for allowing me to see you tell your son not to cause you any grief. I really appreciate that. And you've touched me. The door's open. I grabbed my bag, started walking away. Get out of here! Don't cause me any grief. Now go on. I turned around. I said, can I have a kiss? Get out of here! Door shut and he pulled away. My friends, I hope at some level in your heart you see the importance often of a thankless position. A calling, if you will. We're kind of getting groovy with it. All right, here we go. It is now your turn. Captain Troy is ready. Are you ready, Captain Troy? Captain, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ownership on how you're feeling. Good or bad or in between them. You must choose which ways and be. As for me, all is groovy. Groovy. Ah, how'd they do? Oh, yeah, man. Woo, baby. 1, 2, Faster, faster. Thank you. Have a seat. Here, it stinks in here. Smell that. Smell. Right? Really? I got it. No, that's the same way. Then it went, oh. Oh, hey, come on. Yeah! Yeah! Maniac, maniac. Okay. The real magic comes in when you leave here today to do one thing just a little bit different and to consistently apply it. If you choose to walk away from here and you do nothing with it, it's as though what? Nothing ever happened. Nothing ever happened. The magic really then does come in the moment you say, hey, I'm going to go do something a little bit different. That's when the real magic will come into your life. Dong, 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 dong.